everyone, this is Diane, and today I am going to make a banner, and I am going to take everybody on the process. And first of all, I'm going to put the banner together, the plate. I've got everything cut out. I don't have everything glued together, but I figured this is pretty simple, so I'll just glue as I go. I cut this banner out, and I'm kind of thinking it folds over. I cut it in two because it was too bulky to me for folding over. And I'm not sure what dye it is. It could be a Calf's Craft or Jaded Blossoms. I'm not sure. I didn't keep it in the packaging. Pretty much I do now, but back then I wasn't really interested in keeping track of who did what. So I'm sorry about that. Next, I made a banner, or I used a banner die, and I cut this little strip of paper here. And I only cut it a little bit. The banner's like this wide, and I'm not sure who made that either. This is just a little scallop round die that I had, and I am using this for the little rosettes that I made, which I don't particularly care for making these itty bitty little tiny rosettes. I think this measures like, oh, I don't know, not even maybe 1.25 inches. I think I made, it might have been, gosh, I don't even know. I think I cut them in half, but sometimes the half isn't always in half. But they are pretty tiny, and I make them for special things, and this is a special. I just wanted to put it on this little coffee cup, and I found this strip of dots, which I probably got this at Hobby Lobby, or somebody gave it to me because it's cut into a strip. Maybe somebody gave it to me. I do have some that I got from the Dollar Tree, but they're more like this, and I need bigger. I wanted a bigger one. These are just too small, so I'm going to assume somebody probably gave them to me in a swap. But I am going to use this and put this in the center. That's going to go here. And I took some tulle and I knotted it in the center. And what I do is I fold it up. I'm going to use it behind the coffee cup. But I want it to spread out a little bit more. So I'm going to glue it right here. But I'm going to hot glue it. And because I'm going to hot glue it, I need to use this little finger here. And I'm going to kind of try to move it around, manipulate it to where I need it to go, which is about just like that. So that's usually how I get tulle to work. Glue doesn't seem to work. Kind of have to use hot glue with it. All right, so that's the start of one. My sequence. All right, and then I'm going to start building it up. So I have these. I got a pack of these stickers, and they're not even really stickers. I got these from Temu, the boho set. I'm not really thrilled with them, but for background and for layering, I think they're just fine. So what I'm going to do is I I use these little I can't think of the word, never mind. But I use them on the back. Foam tape, there you go. To give it some lift. I got those from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just going to peel this off. And stick it on. This tape is really sticky, so I don't really have to worry about it coming unglued. I'm going to stick this a little up. Then I'm going to use another one just because I need some layering pieces. So I'm going to layer it up. I could use my fingernails, but the problem is when I use my fingernails and the tape comes in contact with it, it tends to stick on my finger, so I'm not. All right, so I'm going to stick that down. The coffee cup's going to go over here. I think I need to scoot this in a little bit more. I can do that with tape. Okay, so next I'm going to glue this coffee down. Where'd my... Oops, I use Barely Art glue on this because it's foam. And I want it to make sure it sticks and not come off. This little banner that I'm gluing it on, I'm not sure who makes it. I kind of want to say Calf's Craft, but because I order a lot of dies from Calf's Craft and Jaded Blossom, so those are usually my go-to dies. But I could be wrong, so if it's not, I'm sorry. But I'm going to let this dry because we are going to use this eyelash trim. And we are going to sit it on here because I want eyelash trim. On the card. And I'm going to just wrap it here. It's not behaving itself, I'm telling you. Okay, there we go. We're going to leave it just like that. And these little... Let's see, I got these little windmills. These were actually really, I know these were actually given to me. They're fairly old because they don't stick anymore. I can't even remember who gave them to me. But they went really well with the theme of this brown and gold. So that's what we're going to use. And we are going to stick more on here. I should probably just take that off. And okay, I mean this, I don't know if it's because maybe whatever I bought in the store was old. Whoops. Oh, before I glue that on, I forgot. I need to cut this in half. This is paper that I bought from Echo Park, and it's called coffee paper. But I cut a strip of this This is the little baby one to this. I think there's like 4 different sizes. I'm going to cut it in half. And I am going to glue it onto the fan. Oh, I better not do that or it'll stick to my mat. I mean, it will stick, but I can get it off. This is a craft mat, so it's pretty forgiving. Okay, so there's one. And there's the second one. And because I'm doing the string, I'm going to put glue on this just to keep the string in place. There we go. All right, next we are going to do this little piece. And this little piece, I have more phone tape. And this is also from the Dollar Tree. I think you get it in a pack of 3. I'm going to fold it over so it's double. And the scissors I use to cut them are also from the Dollar Tree. Once they get pretty gunky up, I throw them away and use another pair. And I am going to set this on here. Just like that. All right. So now we got coffee here. We're going to set this here. We are going to put the coffee dye on the top. So I'm going to use this little tape over here. And then I'm going to use 2 more. On the coffee, but I need to build the coffee up on this side. So we're going to, whoops. We're going to use 2 more to build the height because I need it to go up above the banner and give it some height. Okay, that should be good. Alrighty then. Okay, I think I'm going to use a little bit of hot glue on this just to make sure it sticks. So and we'll get that glued down. Perfect. All right. Now we are going to, I had a butterfly. We're going to put a butterfly right there. And I'm going to hot glue it on because it's just with foam tape and I want to make sure it stays. No, actually, I'll just put it right there. And then I have this little bow that I want to use. I just hand tied it. And just, the ribbon came from something, probably a gift that I saved, but I wanted to use it. Okay, and then the next, well, oopsie. I cut a straw and I have a die that cuts this shape. And I'm going to fold it over. This is what I'm going to attach the straw to the banner with. Like that. But I'm going to glue the pom-poms on first. These pom-poms, I got a whole bag of these from, oops, sorry, from Hobby Lobby. I mean, I think there was like 250, 350 or something like that. The really tiny ones. I got this on sale. I want to say it's like the whole bag was $1. I'm sorry. Every time I hit the hit the table, the phone's gonna move. But they're funny because they have one side that's like not really rounded, like the front. There's a front side and then there's a back side. So I'm going to make sure that, whoopsie, I'm going to make sure that the glue goes on the side I want it to. Some of it will get on the mat. All right. And then we're going to do this side because I want it to look rounded. I don't want it to look off. So that's why I'm doing it that way. Looks like it's time for glue stick. Hold on. There we go. We'll just hold that for a second. Okay. And then we're going to sit it in here. And I want to make sure that the side that I want showing is the side that will be showing. And then it's somewhat even. All right. I'm going to get this glue off my desk so it doesn't stick to anything else. All right. All right, so back to this. So we want this pretty much like that. I'm going to glue the inside so the straw stays on the paper. And then I'm going to glue it shut. And I don't care that it's not even because this side will be hidden. This side will be attached to the banner. All right, now back to this. We are going to glue some sequins to this. I'm going to put one here. Let's see. I have all my sequins off to the side so I wouldn't lose them. And then we're going to glue one here and one here. Just do a tiny one there. I received a little book from Stace. I have it right. And she made a banner off this paper clip. She put little sequins here, and I thought that just gave it a little oomph, doing little clusters. So I'm going to try that on mine. The first one I made didn't look like it had what it needed. It didn't have, you know, any kind of oomph. So I'm going to give this oomph. That's the only way I can describe it. I just want it to make it sparkle a little bit and look pretty. It's got the gold and then I have this little bitty one. I want to make sure it's turned the right way. I don't think so. There we go. Oh, I didn't put glue down. All right. Okay, I should have done that after I glued everything together, but I didn't do that. So I'm going to now glue the backing onto the banner. I'll make sure it's even. And that it sticks. Well, it looks pretty good to me. And then I got this pom-pom, a roll of it at Hobby Lobby. And I thought I have it, thankfully I put it in my box of ribbon. Because I would have put it in my Valentine's. I think I put it in my box of ribbon because so much Christmas stuff nowadays is made with pink. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to glue the center of this on right now. And we're going to let that dry. Well, not dry. We're going to let that set. And then I'm going to glue down the sides of the ribbon here. And I kind of want to bunch it up a little bit so it fits on there. I don't want it to show a lot, but I want to show some. And then we're going to do the same here. I'll just scrunch it up a little bit and stick it on. And there you go. So the banner's done. And I know it looks pretty, I made it look pretty easy, but I had to make 3, so I've already made these 2. So I kind of knew what I was doing, thankfully. Once you make one, it's easy to continue making the rest. And I'm going to let this one dry, and then I'm going to bag them up. But I thank you very much for stopping by. Have a blessed day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.